The Philippines and Vietnam are two of the fastest growing countries in the world and are on track to become Southeast Asia's next giants. While these two countries may be culturally apart, they share a lot in terms of quality of life, cost of living, and much, much more. Today, we look at comparing the Philippines and Vietnam. The Philippines and Vietnam have almost the same budget revenue per year, which means these two countries are almost the same in terms of how much money they make. Manila, which is the capital of the Philippines, is the most densely populated city with almost 43,000 people per square kilometer, while Vietnam's capital, Hanoi, has only about 300 people per square kilometer. Both of these countries have similar history, such as going through wars, and both have beautiful cultures behind them. Philippines have beautiful beaches, while Vietnam still has these old artifacts dating back hundreds of years ago. Vietnam is a top exporter of fish, while the Philippines is a top exporter of fruits, specifically banana. Both are beside the South China Sea, especially Vietnam, whose port is only in South China Sea. Vietnam spends twice more on education and healthcare compared to the Philippines, while the Philippines spends less in military and defense. It is much better to do business in Vietnam compared to the Philippines. In fact, it has been dubbed as the world's best startup for innovation. The average Filipino is richer than the average Vietnamese, while there are twice less people in poverty in Vietnam. There are more people visiting Vietnam, and its largest tourists come from China, while in the Philippines, it's from South Korea. Vietnam has a lower cost of living compared to the Philippines, while the Philippines produces more pollution compared to Vietnam. Filipinos make more per hour compared to Vietnamese. There are more people leaving the Philippines compared to Vietnam. Foreign investors have invested twice more in Vietnam, while the Philippines has thrice the amount of gold reserves. Boracay is the most famous location in the Philippines, while Ha Long Bay is the most famous in Vietnam. The Philippines is a friendlier country compared to Vietnam. Besides having beautiful historical monuments, Vietnam is also famous for pho, a Vietnamese noodle-styled food. Even one-time former President Barack Obama ate at a famous Vietnamese food store. Filipinos tend to go to malls almost every day. In fact, it is home to some of the largest malls in the world. At one time, a tourist was shocked as to why there were so many people inside the malls, thinking they are crazy about shopping, but later found out that they come for air conditioning. In conclusion, these two countries are beautiful and offer all kinds of surprises to you. Not only is it unique in its own way, but these two countries are also tourist-friendly wise. I'm sure if you ever get the chance to visit these countries, you'll love it. And that's Vietnam compared to the Philippines. If you would like for us to make a similar video, just let us know down in the comments, and we'll make sure your idea will be heard.